The Drug Control Centre works alongside bodies such as UK Sport to implement the UK's anti-doping policy. It carried out more than 7,500 tests across 50 sports last year. It analyses samples collected from competitors in the UK and is one of only a small band of centres recognised by the World Anti-Doping Agency, or WADA. The centre has a proven record of successfully delivering tests for major games. It was the first sports drug testing laboratory established outside of the Olympic Games.
We're one of the 33 WADA-accredited laboratories around the world, and we test samples from all British sportsmen and women. What we're doing is to look to see whether samples contain any of the WADA-prohibited substances prohibited in sport.
The UK's testing programme began in January of this year and will run until the Olympic Village opens in China on July the 27th. During that time, over 1,500 tests will be carried out on British athletes, with the aim of testing every person selected for the Olympic and Paralympic teams at least once.
This time we're doing quite a lot of work with UK Sport to make sure that the British teams are all tested. At the same time, other programmes are going on. We get samples from other countries as well as the UK. So that makes work in the laboratory somewhat more busy than usual.
Scientists from the Drug Control Centre have also been invited to work alongside their Chinese colleagues this summer in Beijing to assist the host nation in its work to stop athletes cheating by drug taking. So, is the professor expecting a busy trip?
That's a very good question. If we knew the answer to that, we probably wouldn't need to do drug testing.
And those who are at the forefront of the global fight against drug taking in sport believe that they are developing more sophisticated strategies to beat the cheats.
I think we're getting far more joined up in approach. I like to think we've always had good laboratory operation. What we're seeing nowadays, though, is much better drug intelligence. Both the World Anti-Doping Agency and in the UK Sport, National Anti-Doping Organisation, have got in better drug intelligence networks. That means that if the drugs are out there being used by athletes, we'll get it not only from tests that we perform on athletes, but from disclosures about what drugs are out there, what is the current trend, what are the fads what drugs are being used.
With London hosting the 2012 Olympics, the British government is creating a national anti-doping organisation, which will mean an even greater role for the scientists at King's College.